from Anchor, Creative Education here with Ed. Hello, Ed.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, George. How are you?
I'm very good, very well. I'm doing well, and I am good, thank you. So we are in a period of home learning at the moment, and what we thought we'd do is a little video of some of our favourite games that we like to play. Some grammar games, some phonics games, and we'd like to show the boys and girls, the adults at home, how we play a couple of these games, and then maybe some people could play their games on their own. But Ed, the thing is, I can see me, I can see you, but the other part of the screen, I can actually see someone's head. Ed, the thing is, Ed, I think we have a secret person.
No.
Do you think we might have a secret person with us?
Well, yeah. I mean, I can't think who it could be, though.
I'm wondering who the secret person we have that's going to play games with us. Could it be someone that we know?
It's someone that we know, and it's someone that I think a lot of the children will certainly remember.
Certainly some of them. Right then, should we see who the person is?
Yes, please.
Secret person.
Hello!
Oh, no way!
What a reveal.
Mr. Chalmers is here. Hello, Mr. Chalmers.
Hello.
Hello. What would you like to say to him, Ed?
I would like to say, hello, Mr. Chalmers. What a long time it's been.
A very long time. How long?
Yeah, very. It's now Uncle Jack. We're going to call you Jack, if that's okay, Mr. Chalmers.
Mm-hmm.
So Jack was one of the first people that ever worked for Anchor, and Jack is also my brother. And Jack worked for Anchor for a long time. And now, Jack, you left Anchor to go and be a farmer.
No.
A wrestler.
I'd be very good, but no.
You have a question? Yes?
Teacher.
Teacher.
And,
Yeah.
and Jack, you're a proper teacher now.
Proper teacher. Not right now.
Good.
I think that this will be very beneficial for the children that still call me Jack.
And the children that call me Jack.
So now that we'll be able to see that we are, in fact, three different people.
Or the lovely teaching assistant, Mrs. Jones, who still calls me Jack from lovely Haverley Hay Primary School. Jack left Anchor 4 years ago. But yes, still calls me. How are you, Jack? Ed, George, Jack, Jacob. Yes. So what we thought we'd do in this quick video is we're going to play a few of our favourite games. Now, there is a lag, isn't there? There's a little delay. I'll be the referee in some of the games, and Ed and Jack will play.
I will be blaming the lag whenever I don't win.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
as
we have
well.
a few games here. I'd like to play some games as well, but we all know what will happen if I don't win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it might be a bit upsetting if I don't win, because there's a teacher called Miss Bridge, and she beat me at the Commas and List game from Moston Fields at about 3.5 years ago, and I still think about it a lot. So if Miss Bridge is watching, I'm very cross that you beat me. So, Ed and Jack, should we start with our first game?
Please.
Yes.
Our first game is a game that we play in reception all the way up to year 6, and it's called the Rhyming Olympics.
Okay. Rhyming Olympics.
I will offer a word. I will send it to Ed. Ed will say a word which rhymes with it, a word that sounds the same at the end of the word. Jack will say another rhyming word, and we'll go back and forth until someone can't think of one, or you take 3 seconds. If you take 3 seconds, I'll make this sound, and you are disqualified. Without any huffing, without any silliness. Ed, do you understand?
Yes.
Jack, do you understand?
Yeah.
We will play. Ready? Now, some of them are going to be hard, some of them are going to be easy.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the first word. Ready? Sheet.
Sheet.
Eat.
Am I first?
Yes, Ed's first.
Okay. Tweet, like a bird does.
Very good.
Feet.
Feet. Street.
Quicker.
Good. Seat. Sit on a seat.
Pete. Name.
Good. Bleat. Like a sheep.
Oh.
Quicker.
3. Oh, we have seat. Seat you sit on.
Jack, 1-0 to you. Does everyone understand the game?
Yeah. Is that because we'd already had seat?
We'd already had seat.
Right. Fair enough. Okay.
Can I was going to say Crete.
Oh yeah, Crete. The place.
The Greek island that we went to in 1999.
We're allowed to have proper nouns, aren't we?
Yeah, we can have proper nouns. A word that needs a capital letter. Ready, Jack?
Mm-hmm.
Chair.
Bear.
Fair.
Care.
Square.
Lair.
Tear.
Prayer.
Where.
Tear.
One
We
point
had it.
left, though. Jack, we'd had tear.
Oh.
We'd had tear.
Not
One
actually
more. Should we have a decider?
Pardon?
A decider.
Yeah.
It's only right.
Okay. Ready? Ed,
Yep.
would you like to begin? You'll begin. Ed. Ring.
Swing.
Sing.
Ping.
Fling.
Bring.
I don't know if you just said this. Cling.
Oh, that's a good one. Wing.
Cha-ching.
3, 2, 1, no.
Please.
We're not having onomatopoeic words that want to be in the dictionary. You've got 3 seconds anyway, and we need to move on. Ed, you're the champion.
Yes! But it's not about winning.
A farce.
Shall we move? Shall we move to the next game?
Yeah,
Please.
suppose.
Right. This is why I'm not playing, because Jack is giving very much a Diet Coke reaction to what I would give if I wasn't winning at the moment. So I think it's best that I don't play.
You are going to have a go at one later, though.
Yeah, I will. I'll tell you in a game that Yeah, all right. Are you ready for the two-headed dragon game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. The two-headed dragon game goes like this. So it's a dragon that has 2 heads. The dragon will spell a word, but will only be able to spell 1 letter at a time. I'm going to give you words now, because you're both very clever. I'm going to give you tricky, hard words now. You're going to spell it as a team, 1 letter at a time. Ed, do you understand?
I've lost all sound here. Oh, you're back.
Oh,
Say
have
something.
you? Haven't?
For a second there, it sounded like you like that.
That'll be weird. Jack, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of what Ed's saying. A little bit of, but no, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're
Let's
spelling
begin.
words.
Spelling words, 1 letter each, until we come to the end. If one person is wrong, you've both lost.
Right. Okay.
Okay, Jack.
Yeah.
Discussing difficulty, would you like to start on a 1, a 5, or a 10?
What, 10 being the most difficult?
10 being the most difficult.
Let's start on a 10. Come on.
Okay. Are you ready, Ed? Pronunciation or pronunciation?
Pronunciation. Okay.
Yes.
P.
R.
O.
N.
U.
N.
C.
I.
A.
T.
I.
T. No, I'm gonna...
Jack, you fell at the second to last hurdle. Pronunciation. So it was Pronunciation. Jack, you added an errant T where it should have been an O. Never mind.
I need a whiteboard for this game. Is that not
Yes, it is tricky. Very tricky.
Yeah.
Ed, are you ready with a 1, a 5, or
Hard
a
to
10?
do this quickly, isn't it? Yeah.
Would you like a 1, a 5, or a 10?
Right. Let's go around a 6 or a 7.
Okay.
Oh, do we only have the 3 options? 1, 5, and 10.
Well, I have the list of spellings, and I'm choosing what I think is a 1, a 5, or a 10.
Okay. So, is there such thing as a 6 or 7?
There certainly is, but it's what I think a 6 or 7 is.
Right, go on then. Whatever. Don't mind.
Okay. Ed, neighbour.
N.
E.
I.
G.
H.
B.
O.
U.
R.
Yay! Very good. And now for the final one, Jack, would you like a 1, a 5, or a 10? Really good. Neighbour, tricky one. Shall I tell you what I was going to do?
Yeah.
I was going to do immediately.
Oh,
I know. And when it comes to the T at the end, does it have an E? Does it not? Who knows?
Yeah.
It does have an E. It does have an E because immediate, and then you put the ly suffix at the end. Jack, 1, 5, or a 10?
I get like an 8, like a lower 10. You know what I mean? Something really hard one, but not really hard.
Well, these are the year 5, 6 spellings, so there are some absolute doozies on here.
Yeah.
Shall we go with mischievous? We're going to start on Jack.
Okay. I'm pretty confident with this one.
Okay.
Think you're a teacher and you teach spelling?
I'm worried. Okay.
M.
I.
S.
C.
H.
I.
E.
B.
Very good.
O.
U.
S.
Yay! Well done. Very, very, very good. Jack, would that have been awful for the children in your class if you spelled that incorrectly?
Yeah, I think with mischievous, the common mistake is that you think it's mischievous, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yes.
it.
And I said it, mischievous. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How very
You must be better careful.
mischievous of you, George.
Oh.
Also, well done, both of you, that no one said H. So very well done, Ed. Very well done, Jack, that no one said H, because H isn't a letter. It's not a sound. The sound is H. Oh, excuse me. The name of the letter is H. The sound is right then. Shall we move to our next game?
Yes.
Okay. Our next game, then I'll play this one as well. Now, Jack, do you know this one? This is called the commas in a list game.
I knew of a commas in a list game, so unless it's changed in the last 3 years.
No, this is an old anchor favourite, commas in a list game. So a list is a collection of items, a collection of reasons, a collection of things is a list. Sometimes a collection of adjectives, like the princess is beautiful, lovely, and kind. And we're going to do a list now. Remember the word and, that conjunction, and, even though it's probably working as a preposition here, never mind. The word and comes before the final item in a list. So I will offer the beginning of a list. That might be a main clause, it might not be. And you will offer the items of the list. Is that clear?
Yes.
I will say comma between your items to separate them. Let's just do that for now, and we'll get to the tricky bit in a second.
Yes.
Ready? Okay. At the zoo, we saw, Ed,
Lions.
comma,
Kangaroos.
comma,
Tigers.
comma,
Sea lions.
comma.
An elephant.
What would happen is when I want my list to finish, I will say and just before the final item in the list. So and means here comes the final one, final ones, chickens, full stop. When Ed and Jack, I say and the race has begun. And you may shout the final item in the list with the full stop to finish. If there's no full stop, you've not finished your list. Whomever, I think it's whoever I hear first is the winner. And I'm not going to hear any arguing or any moaning.
No.
Shall we begin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do, because you're both fans of some different things, I'm going to do some quite niche ones that you'll enjoy as well here. Now, I don't know the answers to these, but I'm going to do niche ones that you might enjoy. Ready?
Okay.
And the children can create their own. In 1990, England played in the World Cup in Italy. Full stop. Many players were wonderful, including Ed,
Paul Gascoigne.
comma,
David Platt.
comma,
Stuart Pearce.
comma.
Des Walker.
Baggio,
Roberto Baggio. Full stop.
full stop. Jack, well done.
I was
Jack, very good. I wasn't thinking of Italian players. Who did you say, Jack? Was it Baggio?
Baggio, yeah.
Now, this is what happens every time I play this in the classroom. We forget our full stop, Ed, and I wait until someone offers their answer and a full stop, because the list was not finished until the full stop.
Who did Ed say? Who was your footballer, Ed?
I said Gary Lineker because he plays for England. I thought that we were doing English players.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't think that was specified.
no, it wasn't specified, and ideally, it doesn't really matter. When you both shout, I can't hear anything. I'm just looking for who does the full stop first. Do you understand the game?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is 1-0 to Jack. Okay, ready? Thank you. In school, it's important that we, Jack,
Hold the door for others.
comma,
Listen to our teachers.
Comma.
Avoid silliness.
Be kind to
Hands
people
full
full stop.
Oh, I think it was Ed. Ed, what did you say?
I said be kind to other people full stop.
Brilliant. Now, Ed, do you know the reason in that little list there? Now, we don't have to worry about this unless we're in year 5 or 6. Why we didn't use semicolons?
Say that again.
Do you know in that list then why we didn't use semicolons?
Because
Things
we're
like
not.
listen to the teacher.
Because
Try our best.
They're not clauses.
They're not full main clauses that make sense on their own. Yeah, we would use a semicolon in the list if we were talking about full sentences like I love school, colon, my friends are wonderful, semicolon, the grass is very green, semicolon, and a full sentence. Should we do another one?
Yeah.
Would you like, Jack? Very well. And Ed, you won that one then. So Ed, would you like commas or semicolons here?
Tough. Wasn't prepared for semicolons. Crikey. Let's do semicolons.
Okay, semicolons. Ready? George is fantastic, colon.
Can we do a realistic one?
No, that's the one I've decided to do.
So is this
All right.
this is only going to be so you're okay if this is just a very short list?
Fine. I'd like to do. Let's do a different. No, I'd like to do George is fantastic. George is fantastic.
Sure. Okay, colon. He is a wonderful friend.
Semicolon.
He always takes losing very well.
Semicolon.
His songs are fantastic.
Semicolon.
He will always offer you a hot drink. He's a good father, full stop.
No! And that is where you fall down, Jack, because I am not a good father at all. So thank you very much for that one. Now, in that one at the end there, so when we use semicolons to separate full sentences, some people do a semicolon, some people use the word and, some people use semicolon with the word and. Whatever your teacher says to do, that's what we do on there. There's 3 different ways of doing it, and we don't really know who's right and who's wrong until the Department for Education tell us exactly what they like. It's quite a tricky one, that one, isn't it? So we just follow our teachers. Let's just do a final quick one then, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yes.
At the chip shop.
Are we doing? Is it commas or
I'm
semicolons?
going to do commas, I think, on this one. Well, it will be obvious what I want when I say it. Can you do a full sentence or can you not? At the chip shop, I will order, Jack,
Chips.
comma,
Bitch.
comma,
Curry sauce.
comma.
Mushy peas.
A can of Diet Coke, full stop.
I think Jack had it then. Jack,
Yeah.
what did he say? A can of Coke.
A can of Diet Coke, full stop.
Very good. Now, Ed, I don't know what happened to you, but you seem to have some kind of alien thing happening to you there where you flailed around rather than just answering the question.
Mm.
Strange.
Why don't you?
You've lost.
Why don't you play?
Sorry?
Why don't you play?
I can't. I think
Nah.
there's something going on here. We have a couple more games, but we're running out of time. But we have a couple more games, and this is quite a tricky one. I'll play this with Jack, and maybe Ed, you can be the referee on this one.
Yeah.
It's more of a teamwork game here because I think it's best for me to be in that kind of game. It's called Relative Clause Continuation, and I did this in a gorgeous school called Greenbank Primary in Liverpool. We created the game at lunchtime with a little lovely group, and what we did was spoke a sentence with a relative clause, a sentence that finished with a noun, and our partner continued the sentence that finished with a noun as well. So it might go like this. I saw the man whose trousers looked like a car. Looked like a car is very strange, but then you might add a relative clause about the car that looked like a car which had been lying on the road. Might go road that had been rained on by the weather, which was very unforgettable due to the So it's very, very tricky. What we must try and do is finish our clause with a noun, if you can, with a noun. And Ed, what is a noun?
A person, a place, or a thing.
Perfecto. So Jack, this is really tricky. We must work in tandem.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think
Ed,
so.
would you like to create a sentence for us to begin with?
Yes. I met a princess.
I go. Whose hair was as long as the motorway.
That is the most efficient way to travel by car.
With the car that does not use fossil fuel.
That can destroy the atmosphere.
Which is very precious because of the polar bears.
Who are frankly getting sick of the humans.
Whose phones are constantly filling up the oceans.
That we used to be able to swim in on our holiday.
Which was paid for by our hard work.
That resulted in a trip to the
Stop there. Well done. Very tricky. And usually when we add that relative clause, sometimes it doesn't finish with the noun. You need to add on like a subordinate clause. So you might say, the dog, which was very nasty because of his owner. It's quite tricky to add a subordinate clause and a relative clause together, but for the purpose of the game, it's fun. Ed, I have a bonus game for you if you'd like to play it.
Yes, please.
Okay. This game's called Don't Say. Are you ready?
Yep.
In this game, Jack is going to give you a letter. You are not going to say that letter. We are going to ask you questions. You're going to answer quickly without saying any words which contain the letter which Jack gives to us.
Oh, okay. Hard.
So it's a very, very, very tricky game.
Not contain it at all. Not just that begin with the letter.
Do not contain this letter.
What if the letter is silent within that word?
No, you can't. You'll be out. Jack,
okay.
I would suggest not choosing a vowel, Jack, and maybe should we go with a nice easy one to begin with?
What about? Shall we go with the aforementioned H?
H. So Jack, if we hear an H or a word which contains an H, we will clap our hands or wave around or something, and Ed is out. Ed, see if you can last 5 questions, but you must answer very quickly.
Try. Okay.
Okay. Ready? Okay. Good afternoon, Ed.
Good afternoon, George.
How are you doing today?
I am well.
Yes, and thank you. And did you have a lovely breakfast?
I most certainly did.
What did it contain?
I ate fruit, cereal, and coffee.
Coffee? Was the coffee lovely?
Certainly was.
Okay. And of all the sports, which sport do you find you enjoy and why?
I enjoy football because it is the only...
Do you even say H then?
The.
Oh, the. Oh, I was fooled.
The contains the letter H, George.
Tricky game.
Very difficult game.
I will have a go of the game.
All right. Well, I tell you, who wants to? Jack, do you want to do questions and I'll give him a letter, or vice versa?
Yeah, I'll do questions then.
Okay.
The letter. I'm nervous now.
The letter is right. You are not allowed to say any words that contain the letter D.
That's hard. Do an H.
Questions, please, Jack. Questions, please,
D
Jack.
is a big hitting. That's a big hitter. That's a festival headlining letter.
Questions. Sorry.
You know what you've done. Okay.
Right, shall we start?
It's a good start, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Question 1. Are you having a nice week?
Jack, I am having a lovely week, thank you.
Can you tell us some of the activities you've been up to?
Well, this very set of hours, we have watch in the past tense.
That's cheating. You can't do that. No, fail.
We have watched in the past tense.
No.
It's a perfect way of talking.
No.
We have watched in the past tense.
No.
Well.
Jack,
letter to choose.
Jack, can I just say, Jack, I thought you did very well with those questions there. Must have been very difficult to think of the questions so quickly, but you did very, very well. there, Jack.
Okay, let's start. I'm becoming angry now.
So,
Oh.
it's been fun, I think, hasn't it?
Right.
It's been fun. We've learnt a lot.
Learned a lot, yeah. That's had a nice time.
Unfortunately, it's been spoiled at the end.
Soured is the word, isn't it?
Soured at the end.
Oh my word. I think D was a hard one to choose, but anyway, we're not going to go on about it.
Oh, I thought you could
have covered. We have covered commas in a list, the spelling dragons, relative clause continuation, don't say, and the rhyming Olympics. We'll come back and do some more games. I don't know. We might have a new guest. We might see if Uncle Jack could come back to us again. But for now, we will say goodbye. Hopefully these games, and I'll put a little note in the description below, and you can have a go at the games at home. If you can let us know in the comments, if we have comments, how you did in the games, and if you beat your grown-up or whoever lives with you, that would be wonderful. So Ed, what would you like to say?
I'd like to say thank you for watching, everybody. Goodbye.
And big thank you to Jack, Mr. Chalmers, who joined us today.
Thank you very much. Been a pleasure.
Mr. Chalmers. And of course, a goodbye from George. And we will see you soon, my friends. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.